Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have a pretty awful rack. And I think I'll play crank here. Doesn't score as much as crank here, but crank takes a few extensions, so cranking, crankier, crankers. I think I'll forego a few points just for the safer position. Not a good pickup at all. V and the double L with no vowels apart from the E means that it won't be a good score, and the rack leave will be average at best. Acidia, opponent plays. Okay, now Vil. Drivel, I have. Oh. Drivel for 22. Yeah, I think I'll go with this. 22, not a good pickup. I draw 2 U's, and the rest of the rack not great for bingos either. I do have ox. I don't have relax. I think I will play ox, but grudgingly. Just because the score is so good. It was a terrible rack leave. I do draw a blank, so unruly is good, but untruly? Possibly. Uncurly? No. Untruly. Unpurely. Cranky is good, but can't see a bingo. Now, PU is good, but OMN no good. What about an unplay here? No, just not seeing it. How best to get rid of 2 U's? Could just play curly here, that's not bad. Yeah, UN has some synergy, and with the blank, not bad. I'm going with curly. That's pretty good. flaunted through the L. But is there a four-timer beginning with the L? I don't see one. Yeah, I think I'll go with flaunted. Do I really want to leave a U under a triple? Flaunted it is. Not a good pickup, but I do have some scoring tiles and I do have a couple of vowels. So a play of twerp, for example, would score quite well. 42. I don't have a vowel for playing after OM, so I'd have to come across can't see anything there, but twerp looks pretty good for 42. Opponent taking some time with this move. Oh, nice bingo by opponent. Nothing for going after EL. So realize got view here. 29, not a great rack leave, but yeah, I think I'll go with this. A little bit clunky with the B, P and G, but I think a play of beg will sort the rack out fairly well and doesn't give back much to opponent. Now this spot here is attractive. But not seeing any options to get across to the double word square. Opponents played fuck here. I have Bezier on my rack. Nothing for going under double E, so I think think I will go with beg. It just sorts the rack out perfectly. Not great, but not terrible. I've got a fairly balanced rack. Perigon is good. I think through an N. I do have op and pew for 32, that's not bad, and a decent rack leave. Ropier, a ropier rack leave. Now still nothing for going after double E. Okay, opponents played Fury. I have a spot for my P here, so what about repo? 28. Yeah, I think I'll go with this. 2 H's. Higher plus an N. Naya is good as well. Opponent's taken that AT spot. Actually, I wonder, when I played repo, maybe op would have been better for 32. But I thought this sorted the rack out a little bit better than op. Anyway, not much in it. Now, what about a play here with homing or homering? That's a decent score, 45. Not a good pickup. 3 O's, 2 T's. Onto would sort the rack out. 4-letter play. Wouldn't score very much, but Devo is good. Stratos, nice play by opponent. Gives me a decent H play. So what about Hoot for 32? I like that. Oh, just spotted Shoot as I played that. Shoot would have been more. 36 points instead of 32. So I rushed that one a little bit. Although, having said that, I did take out a Z hotspot, so opponent would have had a Mozza there. So that was actually good. He scored quite well with Biz anyway and takes the lead. Lindane is a possible bingo, but I'm not sure where that would play. Now I do have the J. Jamonat, no. Jamon is good. And just looking at J plays here. Wow, interesting endgame. One tile in the bag, so if I can go out in 2, I might win, but I'm behind, so I'll have to score pretty well. Montage. What are the Geomant? That doesn't score enough. Smote. What about Smote? And then hopefully go out with a J play. J-A-N-N is good, and G. Is this the play? Smote? I should be able to score quite well with the J next turn anyway. I think I will go with this. Ninja. Okay, I've got ninja from the N here. I wonder if opponent will spot that. There's no four-letter play here. And I'm just looking if there are any nice hot spots. I have gin here for 23 if opponent plays his A, because that means he can't play underneath. Now, will he spot my ninja play? The other option would be gin here for 20, hoping to outrun opponent. What about other J hotspots? G looks quite good as well. That's 28. That might give me enough to outrun opponent. Yeah, this is an interesting end game. Opponent got under 5 minutes left. So opponent does have Lindane, which almost plays under div, diva, sin, an, but triple E no good. What about the G? Ladening. Ladening. Does that have a anagram? Wow, I don't think the N helps. Okay, opponents played end for 35. Divi doesn't take anything I've got, but ninja should win it. Let's see if it does. Now ninja gives me 13, which is 392. That means I get 394. It's a draw. Oh, that would be a draw if I played ninja. I don't want to draw, I want to win. So what about add G? That's 28. That gives me 407. No, but then opponent gets 6, 7, 8. No, opponent would win. That is a shame. I think ninja is a draw. I don't think there's a J. Tajin, Tanja. What about H-O. Hojani, no. A G wouldn't win. Okay, well, I'm not seeing a win, so I'm just going to go ahead and play Ninja. And it's a draw. So there you have it, a draw. Let's see what we missed. Wow, close game at the end there. So, crank for 28, but crank for 32. I did spot the higher scoring placement of the word, but just too many extensions, and that's an easy 50-point play if opponent extends it even with 1-point tiles. Now, crank, as it happens, opponent couldn't have extended it, I don't think, onto the trip if it was placed there. Not with these tiles, but anyway, he goes with Acidia, and then I've got Dreville. That's an interesting one for 26. I played Drivel for 22, but Dreville, I like that. Now opponent's got Apolog for 27, which he spots. Ox for 50 is still suggested as the best play, even though a shocking rack leave. Now Limax was best for 28. Opponent goes with Dim. Unduly for 28 through the D. That's actually quite nice. I should have spotted that. So I went with Curly for 20. Yeah. Now opponent's got Wuds for 16. That seems fine. But Wuss for 28. That's quite nice. I5, Wuss and Cranks. Okay. He goes with Wuds. Now, I've got Flaunted and Affluent. Yeah, there's a few different ones there. So, Flaunted's fine. Celia, a whole bunch of bingos. Opponent goes with Realize. And then Woomia. Wow, look at that up here. 45-point power play at 3G across. That was the play. Anyway, I went with View for 29, so a little bit of a suboptimal one there. Fakir for 39. That seems fine. Now, Beg for 25. Pretty close equity scores, but Beep suggested as being best. 10F. Ah, that's quite nice across the top of Flaunted. Wow, I like that. Beep. Okay, I'll go with Beg there, which did have left a really good rack leave, so that was the one good thing about it. Fury for 42, big score for opponent. And now Repo for 28 was second best to Op. I did previously spot Op, and I then looked around the board and forgot about it and played Repo, which is a slightly better rack leave than the Op, so similar equity, not a big difference really. Now opponent's got at top left, takes the spot I was thinking of, and homering for 45, but hey, for 30. So that's hom, hey, and ho. That's a nice score. Very strong rack leave. Not a particularly bingo-friendly board, so yeah, I don't know if it was so good to be trying to get towards the bingo on this type of board. So still happy with homering. Now Stratos for 66 comes down, and that gives me Hoot, which blocks the Z bomb, because if opponent plays even ZA there, then I'm or even JA for that matter. So I thought better take that out, and yeah, happy with that play of Hoot. Opponent still scores well with the Z, 34 points. And now we're down to end game stuff. So, jog, there's one in the bag, remember? So if I'm to play jog for 22 at N1, well, that's just craziness, because opponent just plays AD or AN or AL for a massive 40 points or so, or mid-30s, so that makes absolutely no sense unless it guarantees me going out. Now, does it guarantee me going out? AEMNT on a tight board? Well, it's not that tight. There are some hooks, and there is div here, so maybe these 5 tiles combined with any one of these, if that creates a 6 every time that is playable, then yeah. Now I've just spotted mint here, which is a nice, but it doesn't score as much as smote, and remember I'm already about 12 behind, so I'm on the back foot here, and opponent's likely to go out in 2, so my thinking with smote was to maximize my chances of going out in 2. What are the other J options? Jot at 14i. No, well that just doesn't work, because opponent scores pretty well underneath, unless I'm guaranteed to go out after Jot, but pretty good chance of going out, unless I pick up one of those N's. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting end game, this one. What about jam? 14i. If I play jam for 27, divan is good, so opponent's going to score very well there. 27 gives me 376. Opponent gets about 30. So 391, 376. I need about 15 to win. Actually, I mean, yeah. Actually, maybe he has Lindane if I play jam. No, Sim doesn't take an E, I don't think. But yeah, it's hard. It's just hard to work it out completely. But I think there was a way of winning this game, and I think it involved going out before opponent did. Where was jam on? 14G. So JAMON. But again, opponent's got great flexibility, so he's going to get 30, similar score. But TE, I'm almost guaranteed, I am guaranteed to go out after that. Jam on. Opponent's got the D, so he plays the D under there. He's going to get mid-30s. 27, 376. He gets 390, 395 maybe. I need 20 to win. Yeah, it would have been very close, that one. But anyway, it's, we can look at every possible scenario, but it's hard to work out. And Lindane, well, he had Lind, which was more than End. So actually, opponent could have won. If he played Lind with the L, wow, look at that. All he had to do was plonk one extra letter down, and he's won the game, because Ninja was my only out, and it gave me a draw. But if opponent plays Lind, even if I play add G, he then plays AL somewhere and probably wins. So yeah, AL and tag up there, he would have won. So I don't know. I think Lind is his winning play there. And that was it. That was the end of the game. So 1 or 2 misses early on, and that could have cost me the game, but the game could have changed from that point if I had spotted I did miss an optimal play there previously. Maybe the op play, the extra 4 points. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.